One of the biggest things that have been coming up a lot in conversations for my clients, when life is tough, their sales are down, their frequency is down. How do you encourage people to show up in their sales to still keep going?
I think in simplistic format.
Welcome to the Queendom. One of the biggest things that have been coming up a lot in conversations for my clients, when their life is going great, sales are great, they're killing it. Frequency energy is quite high. But when life is tough, and this is where the commitment piece has been quite a struggle for some of my clients, their sales are down, their frequency is down, which means from the place that they're working from is from a place of stress. So how do you encourage people to show up in their sales to still keep going when right now in their life, there's a lot of problems and hardships going on and their frequency is quite low? How do you go through that?
Love it. Having the faith that if you let go to what just happened a minute ago and being completely grounded inside of the conversation will yield in better results. So I'm going to tell you what I mean by that to make it in simplistic format. Right now, I'm on this podcast. I'm not thinking about what happened 5 minutes ago. If something happened 5 minutes ago, good or bad. Why? I'm not going to be able to deliver this podcast the way I want to deliver. And if I'm not able to let go of what just happened 5 minutes ago, I don't get on the podcast and I don't get on the show. So because I have faith that whenever I'm present, there's a certain level of energy that goes up and that level of energy will create a sale and that sale will make what just happened 20 minutes ago a lot better. So I put myself in that whole situation. So I'm like, wait, I know up, but Daniel, your business is not built on when things are good. Your kindness, your character, your sales ability, everything's built when it's rough. Your patience is not built when things are perfect. Your patience and character is built at an airport when up and you still have the ability to be patient, communicate, influence effectively, and not yell. Don't get out of character. How would you influence this person? How would you be kind to this person? How would you still get what you want? Even though your business is not tested when things are going well. It's tested when things are going bad and you have the ability to let go and still be present. So to me, I think it's just the awareness of saying, okay, I'm about to jump on the sales call. For 5 seconds, let me just breathe. Eliminate everything that just happened a minute ago, an hour ago, a day ago, a week ago, a month ago. Be fully present on the sales call because that's when energy is the highest. So I will get the best feedback from that customer so I can then intertwine, make a sale, which will then eventually make that 1 hour situation that just happened go a lot better.
Hey guys, real quick. Have you ever been stressed out or stuck on a problem you just can't seem to figure out, and then a friend or a mentor comes along with like a fresh perspective and shows you a solution that completely changes the game for you? I'm smiling right now as I say this because I know I've had a ton of these moments while building my businesses and remembering back to all the people I have been helped by, which gets me so excited. So I want to pass on the information here and give you guys a favor to build this Queendom community. Whatever platform you are listening on, I encourage you to hit that subscribe button and tune in every Wednesday because you just never know when you'll hear that special something that completely changes the game for you. And when it happens, make sure you leave behind 5 stars so we know our efforts are making an impact. I love you guys. Let's get back into it.
If somebody could just think of the best times that they've ever had with their friends at lunch, was when everybody's cell phones were down. The worst times when everybody's cell phones were here. The best moments of our lives when everybody was living in the moment. This is the best moment of our lives. I can guarantee the most fun moments of our lives is when we weren't attached to something and neglecting what's right in front of us. Now, the most fun moments, the best moments, and the most highest energy moments is when you're at dinner and everybody's off their phones and everybody's fucking laughing. You do your snap, phones go away, and everybody's just freaking laughing, and heads are down. That's the fun. Like if you go ask somebody, hey, I have a question for you. When were you happier, as a child or right now? Majority of people answer as a child. And that's sad because it's like, oh, wow, why? And then when you really start to think of it, because they didn't have this attachment towards anything and anyone. They just so lived in the present. Like every single time you had to play house or soccer, that was the only thing you were thinking of was playing house and you being the father and you taking care of a baby that was just a baby doll. And when you were playing soccer, you were thinking about soccer. Like you were thinking about soccer and those were your most fun moments. When you were at a party, you were at the party. You weren't thinking about what's happening on the telephone. So those were your most fun moments because your energy was the highest. So to me, back in sales, I say, Daniel, what is the easiest way to bring up your energy? Is to be most present. What's the way to be most present? Delete what just happened 5 minutes ago so I'm able to be full on in this podcast. I wouldn't have this energy right now if I was thinking about what just happened 5 minutes.
So we're near at the end of the episode. I know I don't want it to end either. And I love you guys so much for tuning in every week and coming to this journey with me. But the good news is it doesn't have to end here. If you've gotten value from today, I have something really special I want to share with you. Now, most people are very dedicated to learning from podcasts or books, but when it comes to taking the action required to make these ambitions come true, they retreat back to their comfort zone and listen to another podcast. But I know that there is a small group of queens listening right now that are hungry for more. You want complete freedom over how you spend your time and money, and you want to be able to do it from anywhere in the world. I understand you. I was you. And now I have complete freedom over my time, location, and money. And I did it all with my social media blueprint. And if you are part of the group that takes action towards your dream life, I have included an exclusive link for you to jump on board below at 50% off. I appreciate you queens all so much. Now let's finish this one with a bang.
As you were saying that, my mum popped up because she used to be an Avon lady, and I know I think your nan used to be.
Oh, no way. Yeah.
Yeah. And I think her resilience and her present on just making sales and knocking on doors, you're right. Like back in the day then, like they had to do so much knocking and just selling this beautiful product that they used to have. And one of the things that I used to see my mum do, and I think this is why showing up through this podcast, I'm present, even though behind the scenes there's probably a million things going on. But I always go back to that moment where my mum was doing stuff like that in the most hardest times of our life. You know, the hardest times where we didn't have money, we didn't have a house, we didn't have furniture, we were on the streets. And I remember that there were the reasons why she was able to show up because of the hardships. And I feel like a lot of people right now will use the excuse that their hardships are dictating their results, but I feel like it's what's pushing people's results to go in further.